look at this article that talks about what is the Central Intelligence Agency. Just so that we get another perspective of what it is, because we've already seen 4 articles, I think. So I think we'll do this. Some things we'll look up, see what we need to look up, and then we'll be tickety-boo. So let's get started. Okay. What is the Central Intelligence Agency? The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, is an independent federal agency responsible for providing national security intelligence to our nation's policymakers. The foreign intelligence the CIA gathers is used to provide tactical and strategic advantages so as to preempt threats for further US national security objectives. The covert activities and the objective analyses that result are used to keep the nation safe. The CIA works as an advisory agency on matters related to foreign intelligence, and it conducts missions and other covert activities under the direction of the President. The Director of the CIA, who is nominated by the President and confirmed by the Senate, is responsible for managing the agency's budget, operations and personnel. Although the CIA is operated as an independent federal agency, Congress and the executive branch oversee the activities and monitoring programs of the CIA. Okay, so I'm going to go through this and just have a quick look at what that is. Okay. The oversight function of Congress. Investigation. Congressional oversight is the review, monitoring and supervision of federal agencies, programs, activities and policy implementation. Name several we don't really, because this is I think this is like a learning site. Okay. Key takeaways, key points. Congressional oversight refers to oversight by the United States Congress of the executive branch, including the numerous U.S. federal agencies. Congressional oversight refers to the review, monitoring and supervision of federal agencies, programs, activities and policy implementation. Congress's oversight authority derives from its implied powers in the Constitution, public law, and House and Senate rules. It is an integral part of the American system of checks and balances. So from that, what I'm guessing is they check to see if they're on budget or if they would need any money for a new thing, a new mission and things like that. Congress could not reasonably or responsibly exercise these powers without knowing what the executive was doing, how programs were being administered, by whom and at what cost, and whether officials were obeying the law and complying with legislative intent. Now, it says it should be applying with, but we know in the other article from Wikispooks that they don't really, and they're above the law. Okay. Oversight also is derived from the many and varied express powers of the Congress in the Constitution. Congress could not reasonably exercise its powers without knowing what the executive was doing, how programs were being administered, by whom, and at what cost, which you've already said, so that wasn't okay. Congressional oversight. Congressional oversight refers to oversight by the United States Congress of the executive branch, including the numerous U.S. federal agencies. Implied powers. They are those powers authorized by a legal document from the Constitution which, while not stated, seem to be implied by powers expressly stated. And enumerated power. Enumerated powers are a list of items found in Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution that sets forth the authoritative capability of Congress. In summary, Congress may exercise the powers that the Constitution grants it, subject to explicit restrictions in the Bill of Rights and other protections in the Constitution. Okay. Alright. Introduction. Congressional oversight refers to the oversight by the United States Congress of the executive branch, including congressional. Okay, I finished just going over what we said. Oversight is implied rather than an enumerated power under the U.S. Constitution. The government's charter does not explicitly grant Congress the authority to conduct inquiries or investigations of the executive, have access to records or materials held by the executive, or to issue subpoenas for documents or testimony from the executive. Okay, so what I'm taking it as, the Congress and the executive branch oversee everything the CIA does, although yeah, and they have to stick within. Okay, I'll put this away. I think we got the hang of that. Oh, that's okay. Now, the CIA works to close intelligence gaps through enhanced foreign collection and analysis, fulfill the global mission of providing national policymakers, including the President, with intelligence regarding issues that are most critical to the President and senior national security team members, utilize technological advances as to ensure better performance in all mission areas, including collection, analysis, covert action, and counterintelligence. The 5 offices of the Central Intelligence Agency. The CIA is organized into 5 units: Doctorate of Intelligence, National Clandestine Service, Directorate of Science and Technology, Directorate of Support, and Offices of the Director. Okay, so the Directorate of Intelligence. The Directorate of Intelligence, DI, involves taking intelligence information and transforming it into unique insights that are used to influence US policy decisions. CIA agents and analysts within the DI are called upon to provide intelligence analysis of any number of national security and foreign policy issues. Their work involves producing reports, briefs, and papers regarding foreign intelligence issues. Okay, National Clandestine Service. The National Clandestine Service, NCS, is responsible for collecting foreign intelligence, which includes human source intelligence, and coordinating and evaluating it for the intelligence community. The work of the NCS is accomplished according to existing laws, executive orders, and interagency agreements, and is considered the front line source of clandestine information regarding critical foreign issues, including terrorism, military and political issues, and weapon proliferation. Okay. Doctorate of Science and Technology, DS&T. The Director of Science and Technology is responsible for collecting and exploiting the information needed to facilitate the agency's mission. CIA employees working in the DS&T may come from a wide array of disciplines, including engineers, scientists, and analysts. Director of Support, DS. The Director of Support, DS, provides a full range of support for the agency's mission. Support services including financial management, medical services, facilities service, and logistics, among others. Okay. Offices of the Director. There are a number of centers, programs under the Director of the CIA to deal with a number of issues, including acquisitions, communication, human resources, strategic resource management, and internal oversight, among others. Okay, so I'm just going to go quickly over this. So this is more of we collect information. They collect information too. And then, well, basically they all collect information, but then they use them in different ways, I think is the best way to put it. And then this is like your office staff, so that would be like your human resources, your Karens, resource management and things like that. Okay. CIA leadership. The CIA is under direction of the Director of the Central Intelligence Agency, D-CIA, who reports to the Director of National Intelligence. The leadership position under the D/CIA include the Deputy Director, assists the Director in all duties and exercises the power of the Director when the position is vacant or when the Director is absent or disabled. So he's the wingman of the Director. CIA Executive Director, responsible for managing the CIA's daily operations. Okay. Director of Intelligence, responsible for ensuring that the production and dissemination of foreign intelligence is accomplished. Director of the National Clandestine Service, responsible for the covert collection of foreign intelligence. Director of Science and Technology, ensures the creation and application of innovative technology as to support the agency's mission. Director of Support, provides the coordination of the agency's support foundation, which includes people, information, security, property, and financial resources. So when I say property, I'm taking it like safe houses and things like that. And people as in human resources. Okay. The Director of the Center of the Study of Intelligence maintains historical material and ensures the study of intelligence is promoted. Director of Public Affairs advises the Director on all media, public and employee communications relating to his role with the CIA. So he's the one who they go to when something goes wrong, and he's like, yeah, he's like a spin doctor, basically. General Counsel advises the Director on all legal matters relating to his role as the Director. So basically a lawyer. Inspector General ensures the productivity and accountability of all CIA activities through audits, inspections, and investigations. So basically they inspect and do audits and stuff. Okay. History of the CIA. The nation began coordinated efforts to carry out intelligence activities during World War II when President Roosevelt appointed Jason Donovan, as the first coordinator of information and then head of the Office of Strategic Services. The Office of Strategic Services, an immediate predecessor to the CIA, was tasked with collecting and analyzing strategic information. Following World War II, President Truman, upon recognizing the need for a centralized intelligence agency, signed the National Security Act of 1947, which created the Central Intelligence Agency. The National Security Act included language that detailed the coordination of the nation's intelligence and the act of disseminating the information relating to national security issues. The CIA underwent its most significant change in 2004 when President Bush signed the Intelligence Reform and Terrorism Prevention Act, which created the position of the Director of the Central Intelligence Agency and the Director of National Intelligence, both of whom are responsible for overseeing the intelligence community and the National Counterterrorism Center, NCTC. Okay, so Bush did that because of 9/11, I take it. Right, okay. So we've read this now, and I'm going to say goodbye, but I'll be back soon, so don't worry. See you later.